I've been tonight. The streaming has been a little janky, or at least like DCO with like picking up servers. I've noticed, but all right. Looks like we're coming back live. Oh,
Some of my channels I still I don't use DCO at all. You know, I still use the same stream key I got from Vita TV like 3 years ago. And then other ones I use with DCO to do everything I'm doing. Yeah, I'm using like so many different options.
Yep, yep. I mean, sometimes they're, DCL has their own server. Sometimes it can get a little buggy using that. Other times it's working like better than ever before. I think it all just depends on like what kind of updates they're pushing out and bug testing after that. Right now I feel like our TMPs are getting hit, or at least maybe it's for me, and everyone else is doing great.
Yes, I never know. But lately I've been able to have like 100% stability for 2 weeks. I haven't had any issues streaming, but I think a lot of it was on my back end and just getting my settings correct.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've
And
always
that's actually, oh,
Go
go
ahead.
on.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say my first thing I usually do is put up a whole bunch of screens or whatever I'm trying to do, and then build around that. And I get the screens working first because it's a nightmare to build and then put the screens in, and it's just, there's too many things. So the hardest thing to get working is all the screens, and then, after that, it's just drag and drop for me.
Mm-hmm. Sebga, what up, Sebga? Thank you for popping in.
What's up, Sebga? I see him running around. He's a neighbor at one of my spots. I
I
love my
saw.
neighbors.
I mean, you're a hell of a neighbor to have.
I'm down.
Dude.
Let's do things. I know that's what happened with MetaBeast. He reached out and said, "Hey, we're pretty close to each other. Do you want to do something for St. Patrick's Day?"
Mm-hmm.
So I immediately said yes. And then it was funny because Rocker T's been in my ear about his Irish song set where he does acoustic Irish songs. I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna do everything." And he's Irish too, so he's hype off it. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I can't wait. Yeah, I think MetaBeast. I had popped into. We hang out like I hang out quite a bit in this Discord. Like after work, I'll, come in, chill in general chat for a bit, and then whoever pops in is like we just vibe, and you're welcome to hang out with us now that you're in this Discord with us here. And yeah, MetaBeast was chilling with me the other day. He was like, "Yeah, man, I'm putting something together with your future guest here this coming week."
Yeah, it's actually kind of funny because all of a sudden it's like put up or shut up time for me. Like today when you asked me to do your thing, and I was like, "Yeah, I can't say yes to you before I say yes to Stony because he's been on me about it." But I'm not really set up in my spot to do it, so I spent like last 24 hours like making a background for us to DJ and
Mhm.
doing all these things to make it cool. Because when I see everybody else do it, I'm like, man, I need to get my stuff looking like that. That's cool, you
Mhm.
know. Not
Yeah.
like that, but just like gate, like where you look at the screen, you're like, oh, that's cool, like.
Mhm. Yeah,
So
have like a visually make the screen like your own, like who you are. Because like, it's we're each one of one NFTs and we can't like replicate each other. Just how AI couldn't replicate Rocker T's voice. You
yeah,
know.
exactly.
Mhm.
That's
uh
frustrating. I went through like 8,000 credits. And
You're like, Rocker T cleared me out and we couldn't do
finally, we
it.
just finally we just was like, you know what? Just go in the studio and turn on the microphone, and he did it. It's like 10 minutes later, we were done. We are like, yeah, okay.
Not possible. Rocker T,
I was like,
it looks like you're not losing your job to AI.
yeah, we were like, yeah, creator ain't gonna make that easy for us, so
Mhm.
we still got to do something.
Yeah,
But
for
yeah,
sure.
I was surprised that everybody's willing to play with all this stuff, as far as just testing it out. We're all curious kids, and we were the first ones to own samplers and Ataris and Commodore 64s. That was like our generation. So this is no different, but it takes a little bit of coaxing sometimes to get them to see it as that, you know.
Yep, yep. Get them to see the vision. So, I mean, this leads me into this question, like for, um, like what can we do as a community, as the people that hang out on Decentraland to like, invite your friends and your colleagues into Decentraland and really make them feel welcome.
I mean, it's so funny you say that because they're always like, I want to come in and do this and do that. I'm like, okay, well, first just come in and like hang out and just meet people. So
Hmm.
that's kind of like what I was hoping today would be a little bit, because folks had scheduled to be kicking and doing stuff anyway,
Hmm.
and today was just mind opening for them. What the community could do to bring people in. That's a tough question, actually. I think it was easier back in the day, like when the casinos were going and,
Yep.
and there was an economy in here.
Yep.
Uh, a lot of people will do it for cheap, but cheap is expensive right now. So it's
Hey,
it's
time is expensive, man. You know?
yeah, and exactly. Time is expensive, and it takes more time to make the same amount of bill money than it used to. For a lot of my artist friends, especially artists, they're struggling.
Hmm.
So what could I mean? I I think more music events that aren't necessarily funded by the foundation or anything. They're not official events, but it's just like, yeah, we're gonna, everybody over here in the northwest at least, let's run some block parties.
Hmm. Hmm.
And maybe things do overlap. Maybe there's 6 DJs at the same time, but they're all close. Or maybe there's, whatever. It doesn't need to be like everyone go here, go here. We need almost bigger than that, like a Lollapalooza for the metaverse,
Yep, yep. I mean,
where it's just,
go ahead.
well, just where it's bringing from so many different things. It's like, you know, my favorite music festival is when there was punk rock, some rap, some everything. It's just like,
Yep.
okay. So I think that again, but even crazier and more independent. Like we have bar crawls in the city a couple times a year,
Hmm.
where if you pay for one ticket, you can go to like all 30 bars. All 30 clubs will let you in.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
things like that. But yeah, I maybe just more coordinated events from the community that are just done because it makes sense to do it. Like the same way we just throw up some speakers on the street out here, and all of a sudden it's a block party.
Hmm.
You know,
Hmm. Yeah,
and then
exactly.
and then the next block decides they're going to do it too because they don't like our music, so they bring out their speakers, and now 2 blocks are going, and then before you know it, they're like, "Oh my God, 6 blocks are going now. It's on, dude."
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I dream of a day where like it's like the Central End just got so much going on and like so many people everywhere that like not everyone is gonna catch every show. Like that's what I want to get to.
So the issue I'm having in the Central Land with their streaming service, and which is why I can't use them exclusively, um, is one of the bigger issues is each estate has one stream key, not each screen has its own stream key.
Yeah.
So I can't tell 3 DJs to come DJ at the same time in DJ Central Land, because my
Hmm.
vision is actually having 6, 7 DJs at the same time
Yeah.
in my spot. And then you pick your music based on which one you like, and then go to the center of the spot if you want, and you can hang out with everyone hearing your music, or you can hang out where that DJ lounge is, whatever. But just, you know, I'm gonna hit up all the DJs I DJ with and just be like, hey, one Sunday or something, let's all go in after the gigs or something, and we'll
Yeah.
have like everybody, and then we're gonna promote it hella hard to all our social channels, and all of our community will come in.
Yep.
And I want to do that when the logging in is just easy. As soon
Hmm.
as it's just easy, that's when we're ready.
Hmm.
We've
Hmm.
been waiting for this,
Yeah.
and we've been waiting for mobile. I've been waiting for mobile. I can't believe it's here. I love it. Honored to have been a tester. Toxic is amazing. So, big up.
Yeah, so let's see. Seb guy's saying, you can do it with code. And you manage as you want. No stream key. And also I was wondering, have you even tried the route of like splitting up the estate into different like
Then
sections?
you, so on mobile, that kills my mobile experience.
I see.
So
Yeah.
the only person not a part of the state right now is JJ.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point, I'm gonna try to actually get him back onto the estate.
Okay. And maybe even
Yeah.
if Sebka could give like more information, like it like with Sebka, with what you're saying, is it if it were just one big estate, or would it have to be separate? Is-
Well, so I have one big estate with I think there's 6 screens on there right now that all work. No matter how many people are on there, anyone can have whatever screen they want going,
Yep,
and it doesn't break.
yep. As you get closer
And
to the screen, correct? I think that's how I saw it.
exactly, you got to run up into the screen zone, and I'll put in some instructions at some point once everything else is set.
Hmm.
But yeah, right now you can run in, and if everybody, say 10 of us are in there right now, we could all be listening to mostly different screens, but you wouldn't know that. It doesn't actually interfere with anybody else's experience.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like we might even get into that place. And you remember my feature question from earlier? Maybe that is what the answer is for you. Like, like what feature do we need? The ability to be able to have multiple streams in one parcel and it running flawlessly without having to like, because I'm sure the ways that are that you are able to set it up now are just you're pushing boundaries in a way. It may not always work.
Well, no, I think I figured it out actually. Like I
Ooh.
don't think I'll ever have an issue unless there's just a capacity on the land issue. But I
Mm-hmm.
think the screens are all stable.
I see, I
But
see.
I guess one thing I would love to do is pick a day and just tell everyone, get 50 people over here and let's break it. You
Mm-hmm.
know.
Yeah, yeah, give it a try. Hmm.
Yeah, the most I think we've had is like 15 or 16 people, and it worked. And essentially, if it's a live stream, this is just game for anybody. If it's a live stream, it doesn't need to be multiplayer.
Okay, okay. Hmm.
Yep,
Yeah, let's see. Seb guy's
because you're
saying,
all going to have the same experience anyway. So if it's like an archive screen, then that doesn't hold true. But
yeah.
that's essentially the concept I came up with to make it work. Was I just really thought hard about how everything was functioning with individual players' experiences and everything. I was like, oh, ding, I get it. So, yeah, the land itself shouldn't ever be too crazy because it actually turns off the stream when you go into another zone. You know, it unactivates everything else. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, Seb guy's saying he doesn't have a big estate, but I guess it works. If we consider worlds, yes, in worlds you have multiple areas like BEATKOIN explained for various stages like festivals. I guess
mhm.
on a state it is doable, but never tried. Well, hey, maybe that's your next project, Sebga.
Well, yeah, and I think because we're going mobile, telling people to portal to the next DJ. So, basically, if I got 6 DJs that everybody in the Bay Area loves, and I get all 6 of those DJs in on the same day at the same time, it will explode. Actually, Decentraland might be packed. So,
Yeah.
um, but yeah, I'm still having a little bit of a difficult time without paying a massive amount of money for unlimited stream keys, basically to have 6 live channels open, at least with my
Yep.
knowledge base, with my skills.
I
And I can't use the central lands because I only get one stream key per state, not per parcel or per
Mhm.
screen or anything.
Mm-hmm. So what if I told you through Cursor? You remember how I told you that like sitting down with Roustan and working to set up a server with Cursor kind of inspired me. I
Hmm.
that One of those inspirations that I got was to make my own RTMP server with Cursor. and I did that. I have an RTMP server, and it costs me up to $15 a month. So like meaning like if I use it to its max capacity, I could pay up to $15 a month. Actually, no, I think it raised up to 20 recently due to
I mean,
like
you were talking about that last week with drip. Is that some?
yes.
Was that? Yeah, I remember hearing that and being like, huh? What?
Yeah, yeah. So dude, I'm blown away. I'm always happy to like, share the knowledge. I ain't here to gatekeep nothing. I want to teach you how to fish.
No, exactly. I'm the same way. I'm just still learning how to fish in here, but I'm the same way. Yeah. And actually, Marv Ursul and I used to teach high school. Like we both came from
Oh,
teaching high school at one point. So
oh man. I
at
bet your
Rich,
students loved you guys.
oh, we were chill. We were at Richmond High, where they filmed that movie Coach Carter about. So,
Uh-huh. No way.
yeah, it's pretty buck wild over there. It was crazy. It was fun though. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure you like molded some like, some young minds that kind of like went out to do great in the world.
Yeah, we had some good kids and we made them better for sure. Like,
That's good.
they came in pretty good, but they could have been going any direction and
I
just kind
know.
of like give them some different ideas for outlets.
Anything
Because
could
I
happen
was
in those
teaching,
environments.
yeah, I was teaching math, science, and history through music, hip hop, and that was my class. Like, I had to teach all three subjects with music as the kind of like draw
Hmm.
to get the kids interested. And not only did they get really interested, it became apparent at some point that one kid was just more suited to management, and we hadn't even considered that. Like, yeah, if you're going to be teaching kids about music, we didn't consider that one of these kids needs to become a lawyer and a manager, and then you got the tour bus driver. So we started actually organizing the class more like that, like hip hop is an industry, music is an industry. So we're going to learn these subjects through, how to track royalties and
Yeah.
things like that. Attack
Yeah.
math in weird ways. Yeah,
And
it was, it was pretty dope.
I know that teaching experience also translates into all of this that you're building here in Decentraland in your digital world, in your digital life. Once I think it's a matter of time once the people, the masses come in, those skills will be very, very important, very needed.
Yeah, absolutely. And hopefully there's a next generation that gets into this, and we can pass that to them. Give them land to build on and whatever.
Exactly, exactly. Alrighty,
Well,
well,
well, the last thing I want to say,
mhm,
actually, the Decentraland for me, like I'm a student, and it's a really good teacher. It has math, science, and history, and everything involved. Economics. It's just a great classroom. So,
mhm,
you know,
yeah,
for
yeah.
what that is, yeah,
I can agree with you. I can agree with you. I mean, like the Central End taught me like it's taught me way more than I can ever like kind of say. Like it's taught me how to for lack of a better word or better term, like it's taught me to be how to be great. It taught me to be my truest self. For me, it's like, what Decentraland has taught me is more on like a personal on the personal side. I've really grown like from a personal point of view through all the friendships that I've built here, through speaking with individuals like yourself, like um, and so many others. Canessa, I learned from Roustan, I learned from Stony. Oh man, I, and I'm
no,
still a student,
I've
still
been
game.
helped the whole way. Yeah, actually, I mean, one of the first things that uh, happened where I got a little bit more in the community was when Vita TV and Make were working together, and they put out some post about anybody else want to be down with Vita, and I was like, I do. It was the first time I took like a public risk to be like, sure, I do, and bam, I met Make, I met Chris, and then I met all these other people through that, and then I just started kind of hanging out a little bit more, feeling a little bit more, part of the community of Decentraland. You know, I felt like a part of Decentraland because you know you buy your land, you own your land. It's like just like the real world. You know, you know, I've told my friends, I've said it before, but I don't have to like all my neighbors, but we still live on the same block, right? And I look at Decentraland, it can totally be that, you know. But I think it's cool when everyone on the block loves each other. Because my block that I live on, we all together and we throw big parties and barbecues and everything, you know.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so yeah,
Oh man, you said Meg, you said Meg. I have a special place for my heart from in my heart for Meg. Like that motherfucker motivates me every week to be better to you know sometimes when I'm like when I feel like I'm not doing enough, I look over at Meg and I'm like, okay, let's keep grinding. We got to keep grinding.
well, for me, I finally made two friends in the metaverse, and then like 2 days later, they were like uh, falling out, and I was like, shit. I love both of them so much. They're both great. I met them at the same time. I love them both, and you know, I've got to build once with Make and a couple times with Vita on some cool things and just learning. And you know, I've seen so much growth on Make's party and the build. Everything is just like, you know, it's intimidating. You know, you're like, damn, these fools have it figured out. You know, so
Hmm.
big up to you guys. You know.
Tell
Yeah,
B,
the Central Land taught me a lot of humility, actually, you know, straight up. It
yes,
humbled me a little bit. I came in
yes.
thinking I was going to just get my club going and bam, and it was like, whoa,
Oh
I'm
man.
got a lot to learn. Yeah. So,
That right there is the word. The word right there. You know, earlier I said like for lack of better word, it's taught me to be great. But in all honesty, the greatness came through the humility. That
hmm
you just hit it right there. That that is it. And also I'm looking in the Twitch chat and Make is saying tell Beat we would love to have him back to come spin at the Meta Beast roaming party.
bam, it'll happen for sure, man. Big up. And we'll
Yeah.
definitely do some coordinated piggybacking on the third Friday. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, you know, and I want to also extend the invitation to Marversal, to Rocker T, to Deucey Clips. Like, please, please, and you know, the entire crew as well. Like, please extend the invitation to them. Like, oh my God, tonight's show was amazing, and I wanna thank Stony for inviting you as well to come give us a show for MoFi Mondays.
Yeah, I kept telling him, yeah, soon. I'll tell you when. I'll tell you when. And then finally, it was like, okay, it's fucking go time. Let's go.
It's
Let's
like,
do it.
all right, the things are
Yeah,
piling
you hit
up.
me
Wait,
up
I
and it was
just
like,
had
yeah, let's get it over with.
I
You
just
know,
had Sinful like invite me. Like, okay, I think it's time that everything's starting to pile up now. Oh
yeah,
man. So
yeah. So this was good. Today was an amazing day for us. Yeah, I can't thank you enough, and Stony and Roustan for hosting it, and everyone from Jamel and Canessa and Kim Courier and Toxic, just everybody. Everybody, Mahati, Crypto Cube, once again, you're a legend in my book. Thanks for the shoes. They will be distributed to everybody until they run out.
ooh,
So hit me up if you're out there and you want one. Just
ooh.
find me and get them.
I need to look
And
in my wallet to see if I got a pair.
no, but I'll send you some after this if you don't have them.
Thank you.
And every you can make me a list. I didn't. So normally, um, Tony does the raffle, and I don't have that much game. I didn't know how to do it, so
Well, I mean, I mean, shit. It's always possible to set something up.
no, yeah. Well, these are the goals now. It's like to get an OP badge on my land,
Hmm.
and to be able to run a raffle.
Okay, okay. Yeah, definitely possible. I mean,
I want to give things away. I want to give things away. I don't know how,
uh,
So
Rustan definitely taught me how to fish on that aspect, so I would most definitely love to see what we can do on that front. Like, uh, we can get this
no, this is
set up
dope.
for you.
super dope that we did this. Yeah, I feel a lot more part of the community after this. So thank you, everybody. And I'll still be a weirdo. So, if you
we,
see me, I'll probably still be weird, but it's all good.
we expect nothing less. I mean, we want you to be your truest self, you know?
Well, what you saw today was a part of that, for sure. So it was absolutely cool to share all that, and with my friends and everything. And we're all on a bunch. We're all independent, but we all have a record label together too. And you'll see it sometimes in the, Decentraland Baylando Records. So,
Mhm. But-
yep.
Yes, sir. Alrighty. So, I mean, I've kept you for about an hour and a half or so, or actually longer. Sheesh, it's 10:30 p.m. right now. So, I guess we can kind of get into like some final closing questions, and if Reversal's still around, maybe he can pop in and say goodbye to the crew as well.
Marverse, are you still around?
Yeah, goodbye.
I'll get up,
Ah.
man.
Oh man.
Yo,
Reversal.
I just want to give a shout out to y'all, you guys in Decentraland. Thank you very much. Sorry, I've been crashing. The coffee's going out.
I feel
But
you. I
Coffee
feel
run.
you. Where can we find your work? Where can we support?
on X, you can come on X. I don't really have a site, but I do have a lot of things dropping this year. So, I'm gonna always come into Decentraland and drop stuff. I'm building a lot of stuff in Decentraland. So yeah, this ain't the last you hear from Marversal.
No, you can always, if you're in Oakland, stop by MacArthur Skate Shop
Yep.
and kick it.
If you're ever in West Coast.
Yep. West Coast.
Yes, sir. I dropped you a follow on X,
Yeah.
and I got it up on the screen. And for all the friends that are left over, I'm gonna just drop that X link for you, so if
Big
anything,
up.
anyone can follow. Yeah, and
That is what's up.
I cannot wait to see what you bring to Decentraland. Like and like from looking at your X, like I can see like you've been working on Blender. You got something going here. Like I think 8 hours ago there your post current side project 3D models
Oh yeah.
from
Oh
MV
yeah.
5.0 app
Yeah.
imported into Blender for rigging. Dude, and then like kind of like these sketches that you got here. This looks like something big here.
Big
Hmm.
things. Big things coming, man.
Big things coming. Big love, Marversal. Thank you
Thank
for
thank
being here.
Yeah, Marversal has been like the homie for so long, and not only were we in like rap groups together and everything, but this dude made like I don't know, probably 20,000 club flyers during the '90s and 2000s, and then like I don't know how many album covers that if you're a vinyl head, you might have some of them.
Hmm.
So yeah, super talented dude crossing into Web3.
Yeah,
I
thank you.
cannot wait to see what he does with it. Because I remember the first time I asked Marversal to get in, he was like different than everyone
Hold
else.
up, I'm coming. I'm coming.
Yeah, he was different than everyone else. He was like, Bitcoin, I want to come in, I want to do it, but I got to finish this other project first, and then I'm going to come in. And then I don't know, 6, 7 months, 8 months later, he was like, I'm ready. What are we doing? What is it? Teach me everything. And I was like, well, I'll teach you everything I know. And then, yeah, then we got to start learning together. But yeah.
Yo, okay, so I found a post from March 4th of like I'm guessing it's like some sample builds for Decentraland that were
Oh,
developed using AI, 3D modeling generator.
oh yeah.
These things are amazing, man.
That's for the children's book me and BEATKOIN are working on.
I
Yeah. Well, no, the
see.
book is out.
The book is out, but
Yeah.
that's
The
the
book is out, but we're building the game. And we're actually not promoting the book that much till we build the game.
right.
Mm-hmm.
And our publisher hates us for this.
Yeah, you're like, hey,
Hey,
wait, I just want to make sure we got a product going. Like we actually have some substance in this.
yeah, we were like, well, we want to sell it in a different, like, untraditional way. Like, our marketing has just always been different. So,
Hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think because like in the past I have interviewed some like another kind of like a storyteller, someone that has been working on like children's books. I believe it was called Cashew Gets a Job. And it was
Nice.
That's cool.
yeah, so I mean maybe someone even to look out for and potentially like even like connect with in the future like um yeah, let me see if I can pull it up on X. I'll even send it. Whoa, the first thing I see when I pull up X is Bill Clinton getting his butthole shaved or something.
What?
Yo, this
That's
is
why it's
wild.
hard to go there. That's why I go to the Decentraland. I don't want to go to X. I just want to come to DCL. I'm still gonna see that, but it's gonna be like one of our friends in there with that outfit on doing that. It's better.
It'll be funnier. Uh, oh, did I find him? Did I find him? Cashew gets a job. Yep, his name is Cashew. I'll DM this to BEATKOIN just so you know you could have it
Yeah,
handy
send it over.
in case you know
Send it over.
a direction of another creator in the space trying to make things happen.
We'll connect because it would be kind of cool. Maybe to work with a Room for Reading or one of the big children's reading companies, and I get a Room for Reading inside the Decentraland. And have
Exactly.
storytelling. I think there's still some issues where it's more of an adult environment, but
Well,
we're hoping that with Worlds we can gate it somehow. I don't know. Like we're still going to build it and hope that the tools come to restrict it
mhm.
in some fashion for parents to feel safe with their kids in there.
Well, the thing is that you know, like usually with a product like this, it's like the target is the kid, but like in Decentraland, it's like a new wave where it's like you're marketing to the parent to kind of like highlight the message that that you are putting forth, and like you know the parent can then be like, hey, I see this message, I want my
Well,
kids to grow up with these values.
I want it to be the same as the real world. Your kid is not going to go to the book reading without the parents.
Hmm.
The parents should bring the kid into Centraland to the game. So are hoping to make it interactive enough for that,
Hmm.
that it's
Create a safe
actually you
environment.
come in with your parents.
Hmm. That that is awesome. Like I definitely look forward to the seeing all the progress in that. Let's see. I'm
A little
trying to
bit.
Yeah.
I, I'm trying to think who was the like the founder of this. Like I feel like the name is on the tip of my tongue, but like I cannot remember. For Cashew Gets a Job. I've had him on I had him on the show here. Maybe if I look at the oh, Dunks. There
Then
we go.
what is it? Dunks?
Yes, Dunks and Jordans. I'm going to send that in the DM over to you as well.
Perfect, perfect.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, I know that the account behind the CentraPunks also has a friend, he told me, that did a children's book. So he was thinking of using some of his land for that too. And we were trying to figure out if we could find parcels near each other, maybe make a little zone, a little,
Hmm.
it could be a full book zone, like kind of like I made a little working on a record store or cafe, maybe, book reading room. Maybe people already have it and we can use it. I don't know. Like,
Hmm.
reach out. But yeah, I think those kind of things would definitely make it more like the real world in the metaverse and
Yeah.
give those experiences, and even grandma who's on the other side of the coast could beam in now that we have mobile and be with the grandkid at the thing or whatever.
Oh my God, wow. Never thought of that. Like you know, yeah, grandma being able to like jump in and spend time with their grandchildren through the power of like, you know, these digital worlds, these digital environments that we are all creating.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened to the Vita TV wearable that had all the television stations. But when I saw that, one of the things I thought was, why couldn't that be like, you know, So the problem with just having a screen where you're talking to your grandma on Decentraland is that's kind of boring. But if you had the Vita TV screen that they built, you could run around with the screen and you'd see your grandma at the same time. That I was hoping that was going to go. That type of thing was going to happen. You know,
Hmm.
I thought that was incredible.
I
So I don't
mean,
know what it is. Like,
mhm,
was it a technical issue? Hopefully that technology could come back because it was kind of groundbreaking.
definitely, definitely. Yeah, I feel like that could be like a like I don't think we've seen the last of like all the development on that end because that is a link to like kind of what are they, smart wearables, or
Yeah,
yeah.
that was a smart wearable, and I guess the smart wearables that what killed the old platform. I never got the full story, but
One of the
that was one of my
things.
favorite smart wearables. As far as just being like, what? This is incredible. You know, there's a few of them that were over the top. The Builder Bot, the TV, the thing where you could see the weather, like
Hmm.
all those things that actually had functions were like incredible to me because I just saw not the simplicity of the prototype but just what that could become later on, what that could inspire and other things, applications you could use that for. So
Yeah. Yeah, I think I mean like right now as far as we are there is like some smart wearable functionality, like for example I've been rocking these heart print shoes by Low Poly Models, and
those are
like
my favorite.
yeah, so like have you put them on lately?
Amazing. No, do they, what
They
what
work.
changed? Because
They work like
oh, they
the
work again. Okay, got you.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, they work again.
those were yeah, I remember that. Like homegirl, she got like hacked or something, and then we all bought those to support her. I
Mhm.
was there for everything. I was just in the corner doing my own thing.
You were just in the corner trying to stay away from all the Dow talk.
Yeah, those shoes were incredible, and she's like off the hook with the skills. Yeah.
Yeah, she's so dope. The wearable itself is like I don't know. These shoes are just so well made, and the design of them, I'm in love with them. I wear them
So
all the time.
before, yeah, so before crypto cubes, I think those were on my feet for like a year. Like they didn't, like my feet didn't stink, so I didn't have a problem. I was
Yeah,
just like, these work.
that that's a good thing about the Decentraland. Your feet don't stink. Or like if you ask me, I can wear the same hoodie day after day and stuff like that. I can wear my dead mouse hat every day. Don't have to
I've
take it to
never
the
washed
cleaners.
my DCL sweatshirt ever.
So dang, so like that kind of just tells me that laundry mats have no market share in Decentraland in the metaverse.
I don't think they do. I think that's the industry that is done in
Uh,
here.
that yeah, that is an obsolete industry. Uh,
But it would be cool to get patches. It would be cool to like put a patch on your knee or something. Like
mm,
just be able to put something over something.
mm,
A pin of your favorite band or something. I don't know. That would be kind
ooh,
of cool.
that would be kind of dope. Like be able to take a wearable that you've paid for, that you have like an NFT, the NFT for, and like yeah, just give it additions to it. Like you said, the pin, the custom pins. That is
Yeah.
really how we could like even personalize even further.
And one other thing I'm wondering, like just on a Decentraland level, like why not have like a denim jacket that anyone can like, maybe write on? I don't know. Is there a way to write on clothes or paint on them?
No, not to this point. Oh man.
Not clothes that were already made, but is there a way to
Yeah.
make something that people can customize? Add a JPEG to the jacket and or something. I don't know. Things like that would make people more excited the first time they come in. They're like, yeah, you can just put your band logo on your jacket right now. But if you want it to be official and sell it, then you got to get a real wearable and make it.
Or like do you remember like this was maybe like when I was in school, last day of school, it's like some people would wear like a white hoodie, and then it's like, hey, sign my hoodie, you know.
Sign my hoodie. So yeah, wearable that allows people to sign anything like that. If someone had a cast and they actually broke their arm in real life, and we got them a cast in there, and we all signed it. Those, I just think those kind of things make it just so much more funny and real, and just like it just cracks people up.
Totally, totally. Uh, All right, Alan. Have a great night. I see Alan is popping
Oh,
out.
can I say something to Alan?
Yeah, of course.
I watched your tour. I watched your whole video live of you trying to reach a new badge of touring lands on Decentraland. I did not hit you up for whatever free thing you were offering, but I thoroughly did enjoy the tediousness of spending a minute on every property with you. I never shared that with you, and here's my opportunity. So big up, Alan.
Yeah, Alan has been amazing, and I've been really enjoying being able to listen to his voice. Like I think Alan has reached like a new era where like he is comfortable with using his voice to express himself. And
Oh, he was
I'm
so
a
funny.
fan.
He'd be on a land and just be shitting on it, and be like, "Yeah, this one, nah, I don't know. Well, this one has a cool like bike. I don't know. This one can stay. This one, I was just cracking.
Oh, dude, he's
This guy is
amazing.
fucking funny. Yeah, I wasn't on Discord or wherever I was supposed to go to hit him up and tell him I watched it, but yeah, I
Hmm.
watched that and I did enjoy it. So
Well, he is in this Discord server, so you could always like shoot him a tag and let him know.
yeah, yeah, that was funny, man. It's totally entertaining. I stayed with you to the end. So
Big shout out to Alan Howick. Uh,
yeah, and I bought some land from him too, so I appreciate that too. Everything, I
nice,
love it.
nice. I've been negotiating a land trade with him because despite evil Alan, as he called him, wanting to build a toll booth that connects in between my land and his land, he will trade off the little segment for me so that I can connect.
That's funny because this week I was in my land and I've been looking for a dude named Twirly because he owned this parcel that would connect to estates.
Hmm.
And for months, I didn't know where to find the guy. He didn't have no social presence or anything. And the other day, he landed on my estate, and I was like, hey,
Come
Twirly,
back here.
don't go nowhere. I need to talk to you. I want this one parcel of yours. And he was like, I'm not doing anything with it. What do you want to give me for it? And I was like, well, you can take this or this or this or pick whatever you want. And I ended up giving him a two parcel estate on the road
Mhm.
for
Oh.
one parcel in the middle of nowhere. And it was so sketchy. He was sketched that it wasn't that I was scamming him. I was trying to reassure him that I'm not a scammer. And eventually we figured out a solution to make the trade where we both felt safe. And we
Hmm.
did it. And from now on, that will actually be Towerley Tunnel. It will
Nice,
be named
Twirly
after
Tunnel.
him.
Let's
Yeah. So,
go. Big shout out Twirly. And I mean, like, if you ever find yourself in the same like situation, like you need a place to kind of mediate or like even just like join in with them. It's like, hey, like and introduce yourself like personally through voice and stuff like that. You could always use this Discord. You're more than welcome to.
well, what really impressed me is we did it all in DCL. We just hopped around in different parcels. He finally liked one, or he liked the two parcels stayed on the road. He was like, "I'll do it for this," and we did it all in World. I met him in World. We never talked outside of it. We didn't tweet or text or anything. So that was super dope to me. Just seeing that actually happen. We figured out some form of trust and made it happen.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
That
I
is
love him for
special.
that because I'm like that was just beyond the land. It was cool that we were able to make that happen.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, yeah.
without leaving,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's so awesome. Like two dope people. Like it's like it can be the Web3 can be a very lonely place. Like sometimes it's like it's hard to trust in Web3.
yeah.
So in order like to be able to like meet someone that is a neighbor of yours in this platform and be like, "Hey, listen, like I would like this. Like I'm not trying to fuck you. I'm here as my truest self, and I would like to like make this happen."
No, he was so awesome for that, and it was a really funny and unique experience that I'll never forget. And we've done memorialize it with the name of the tunnel for
Hmm.
him.
Yeah,
But yeah,
totally.
he's dope, and just the fact that we could do it all in world let me know that you can actually do commerce in Decentraland without leaving. And I want to get more to the point where I can do just about everything in Decentraland and be less in the other places, other than to remind people that there's a party or something
Mhm.
going on in Decentraland. Eventually, I want them just to log in because they know there's always something going on
Yeah.
at somewhere, not only just my spots, but somewhere there's something going on. So
I think you've inspired me, Bitcoin. I think once this trade goes through, I might just name those two parcels I get from Alan. Maybe call them Howick Drive.
Howard Drive, that's what's up. Howard still got some spots that were neighbors. So yeah, I don't know. At some point, if he wants to do anything or whatever, like I'm always down. You know,
For sure.
I don't
Yeah.
I don't have any objective in here other than to just keep building cool things and hopefully bringing the masses.
Yeah.
You know,
Build cool shit, meet dope people,
yeah.
and continue to like just push this like what we're doing in here forward. Because I don't know, I always like to say like we're building something special. We're building the future in this platform. Like we're trailblazing this shit.
Straight up trailblazing it, and even like you know, no matter what stage of building you're at, you're still trailblazing in this because your objective in here might be different than everyone else's. Just your goal, what you're trying to get out of it, doesn't have to be. Not even doesn't have to be. It's probably different than anybody else's. Like when I show the coffee shop, they go, "Oh wow, I see how this could be cool." Yeah, start building out something for us. Maybe a 4 parcel or something.
Hmm.
And you're like, okay, so they're interested, and then you're just going to start curating it for their experience. And once we
Hmm.
get that on point, if we don't have the skills to build at that point, we will be reaching out to people who can make that vision clean.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. Bitcoin, big shout out to you. I think I'm down to like my last question, which is well, it's not. I guess it's not really a question. It's just passing it back to you, and it's like, do you have any final thoughts to leave all our friends with tonight?
Number one, I have a hard time with the chat, so if I'm not chatting, I still love you all. If I just say what's up to a few people, it's because sometimes I just can't do it. But if I'm there, that's me saying hi to everyone. So I just don't want to be misunderstood on that level. And then number two, always reach out. If I don't respond, I'm probably AFK. I'm not the type to just not respond.
Yep. As I
But
learned, I had to poke a little bit, be like, "Hey, I think my message may have gotten sent to your message request."
yeah, and if anyone ever finds me, does want to talk to me, just like if I'm not there, I don't know, like um, let's figure out. I don't know if messaging works in Decentraland, right? You can have
Uh,
your own private
yes.
message chat. Yeah. So yeah, just reach out, and if it's legit, I'm down. So I want to build. I want the Central Land to be dope, and I know we all got a lot of more experimenting to do. So I'm aware of that deeply. So we all need to, why I show up all the time is just to make sure that we're all there experimenting on different devices, and we can give each other feedback if we don't think they're getting it from some other channel. Like
Mm-hmm.
the other
For
day,
sure.
I was on your land. I was having issues. I tried to send you some videos and just what I was seeing so that you could maybe understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Because maybe you'll see it and be like, oh, I know what that is. Bam.
Yep, yep.
So
Yeah, yeah. I mean, as of recently, I've been noticing that like just streams will start to go black. Like, and in order to fix the visuals and everything, I need to restart my entire OBS. I don't know if it's like a server issue or platform issue. I'm starting to lean more towards the platform issue because like everywhere else, the stream works just fine.
just DCL.
Just
Yeah, I
DCL
mean,
just goes dark.
I'm lucky that I kept my old VTA TV signal this whole time because whenever I have issues, I always have some other way to do it. But
Mm-hmm.
that's I don't know. That was the first thing I ever signed up for through the That was the first thing I ever did in Decentraland was like when I reached out. and just I hold it like an NFT, and it's useful. That's the other thing. It's hella useful when I have issues.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't. I'm not slowed down in any way.
Yep, and like just now, as I'm like saying that about the screen going dark, Mate comes in, he's like, "That just happened to me here, Mods."
Yeah, exactly. And so, what I want to be more about moving forward, just for the community, because I know it's helpful, is actually vocalizing to people issues I'm having, even if it's my device issue. It's just cool to be aware that there's an issue for somebody instead of just being silent, being, "Oh, I guess it doesn't work today." So,
Correct.
I do try to reach out to people when I think it's something else. I've tried every troubleshooting on my end, and I'm like, okay, maybe they should know.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Well, thank you, Bitcoin, for your time. Maversal, thank you so much for your time as well. I mean, Rocker T, Deucey Clips, like it was a honor meeting them both. And I really enjoyed your show tonight. So thank you for, taking the time and, really taking that deep dive into MoFi Monday and beyond the NFT.
And today was epic, straight up. Thank you, everybody that showed up. You guys made it so special. Seeing everyone on the screen. I was looking at the turntables a lot of records, but Rocker T, Deuce, and Marversal were just watching the screen and understanding how to say hi to everybody. Everything, they just fell into it naturally. So everything I dreamed of happened today. So big up.
Big up and blessings, blessings. Thank you. Alrighty,
Yeah.
alrighty. So everyone, thank you so much for joining tonight's episode of Beyond the NFT. We are left in world with about 14 friends. Thank you for sticking it through all the way. And yeah, we'll be back here we'll be back next week for another episode of Beyond the NFT. We potentially have Jennifer Pippin, one of the founders of One Love Art DAO, coming through and being our guest for next week. So stay tuned for all that. And yeah, we'll be back. Make sure to tune in tomorrow, noon Eastern, into Canessa's absolute basics of building in Decentraland. And Toxic Tuesdays, of course. We gotta show love to Toxic Tuesdays. And then I mean, Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern, we have the Meta Beast roaming party. So keep an eye out for that, and the community building Decentraland X Space week 196 is coming up on Saturday. So keep an eye out. We got plenty of events. We are still going hard, and we will continue to go hard. I can't stop, won't stop. And oh, one last thing, I wanted to give a big shout out to K2 and TK Showdown over at Thorns Warehouse. They recently started like to stream, and they've been ripping Pokemon packs and all that stuff. And I came through. I showed them some love, and they knew last week was the 4-year episode of Beyond the NFT, so they gifted me something special. They gifted me my very own Mew Pokemon card. So, big ups to you guys. Thank you. I will keep this guy forever. And right now, he's actually been displayed right at my PC, right under my monitor. So I think that is the perfect place for him right now. Thank you, everyone. Love you all, and we'll be back next week. Take care.
you.